Hi guys, welcome back. This is the first lesson that we're going to do for algebra. This is out of chapter 9. I believe it's lesson 5. So we're going to kind of pick up right where we left off, but don't worry, I'm going to assume that you don't remember much because heck, it's been a month since we've seen each other. So these just look like the notes that I would have given you in class. This is the first page of the notes. I'm going to fill the notes out. When I finish the notes, my suggestion to you would be to take a screenshot of those notes so that you can work with them. Okay? So we're writing the equation of a line. We're not solving anything, we're just writing an equation. So if you remember, the equation of a line is y equals mx plus b. Okay? The m, you can see I have right here, and the b I have right here. So we're going to put those numbers into the equation. Okay. Excuse my handwriting, I'm using my finger. All right, so we already have the y equals part of the equation. You can see it right here. We don't have anything where there's supposed to be an m. So the m is given to me right here. It's 1/2. So I write that in. The x is already there, so I don't have to do anything about there. And I have the plus sign. You can see just like right up there, I have the plus sign. And then my b slot is empty, but I have a b. It's right here, so 6. So my answer to this problem is y equals 1/2 x plus 6. You can see there's always a y, there's always an x, and your m and your b are what is given to you by the book. You'll have that information given to you. So for example 1, again, we're going to use the equation y equals mx plus b. We have to write the y equals by ourselves. The m, again, it's given to you. So you just bring it down. 1/2. Ooh. Sorry, I wrote that wrong. Undo that. It wasn't a 1/2, it was a -2. My bad. -2. The x you write in, plus my b is given to me. It's a 5. So that's all you do for that one. Example 2, again, you start with the y equals. My m is given to me. It's a -1/3. I write the x in myself. The b is 2, so I write +2. If it was a -2, I would have wrote -2. So again, all you're doing is writing the equation of a line. So these are your answers. You're not solving it, you're not graphing it, you're not doing anything fancy with it. You're just putting it into the equation. That's all that you have to do. You take the information that they give you, and then you stick that into the equation. Go ahead and take a second, screenshot this, and you're going to want to save it somewhere so that you have notes for this class, and then I'm going to move on to the second page of our notes for today. Okay, page 2. This time you're going to be given different information. Last time you were given an m and a b. This time you're going to be given an m and 1 point. Okay. All right, so we have our m is 2, our point is a 1/3. So again, we're going to plug this into y equals mx plus b form. But this time, instead of having an m and a b, I have an m. Remember, when you're looking at points, this is an x and this is a y. Okay? So, x and a y. So y is your first thing that you have to use. See right there. Our y, if you look at it up here, is a 3. So I'm going to write that in here. Equals, our m is 2. So I need to put my 2 down. Next, in the problem you can see is my x. My x is 1. These are being multiplied, so I'm going to put them in parentheses. You can put a little dot or whatever you wanted if you don't like that. And then my plus sign I have to bring down. And my b was not given to me this time, so I just write a b. Okay? So I'm plugging in and then I'm solving for b. All right, so once you have everything in there, then you want to solve for the b. So the first step is doing this multiplication here. So I'm going to bring down the 3 equals. 2 times 1 is 2, and then bring down that plus b. Now to solve, remember we have to get the numbers all on one side, so I'm going to minus 2 from both sides. 3 minus 2 is 1. Those cross off, equals b. So our b is 1. So now we have what our b is, and we have what our m is. That's just like we had on the last page. So you're going to go ahead and put those into the formula. Y equals m, which is 2, x plus b, which is 1. So that's your answer. In this, you always must have an x and y as letters. Wow, my handwriting's getting bad, guys, sorry. As letters. M and B are numbers. Okay. That is page 2, so go ahead, take a second and screenshot that. All right, this is the final page. You can see your 2 equations up at the top. I'm not sure, mine's covered up a little bit, so if yours is, this is m is 1/2, and then our points were 3 and 5. Okay, so we're going to put this into y equals mx plus b. And again, this is the x, and this is the y. Hold on, I'm going to pause it while I let my dog in the house. I have a puppy, and she's driving me crazy. Okay, so you have to put this into y equals mx plus b. So you have the x, you have your y. So y is 5. 5 equals m is 1/2. So that's right up there. Times your x, which is 3, plus b, because that's what we don't have right now. So 5 equals 1/2 times 3 is 1.5. If you don't have a calculator at home, you might want to download one onto your iPad, a good scientific calculator, and then plus b. It's a positive 1.5, so to get it to the other side, I'm going to minus 1.5 from both sides. And 3.5, these will cross off, is going to equal b. Okay, now that we have that, we have a b and we have an m. So we can put it into y equals 1/2 x plus my b, which is 3.5. That's your final answer there. Okay. The second question. Again, we have an m, we have an x, we have a y. So y is 6. You're always putting it into y equals mx plus b. So y was 6 equals m 1/4. If you don't like 1/4, put it into a fraction, so like 0.25. X is -3 plus b, which we are trying to figure out right now. So 6 equals 1/4 times -3 is a -0.75. That's something you'd want to do on your calculator. Plus b. I just did these on my calculator before. I don't know these all by heart. Okay, so we got to get that -0.75 to the other side. So we're going to add 0.75, add 0.75, and 6 plus 0.75 is 6.75. Those cross off, equals b. So now we have a b. We started off with an m. We can get it into y equals m 1/4 x, there always has to be an x in the problem, plus 6.75, and that would be your final answer. Okay, so that is it for today's lesson. This is going to be Tuesday's lesson. Let me check the date. So that will be Tuesday the 21st, I believe it is. That will be Tuesday, the 21st lesson. So your homework that you're going to need to complete for that is activity 83. You should have that at home already because I told you to bring it home the day we left, but you know, a lot's happened since then. So if you don't happen to have that, I am going to upload it to Google Classroom as well, so you should be able to find this. So on this sheet, there's 20 questions. I need you to not only do it, but show your work. So you might need to do it on a scrap piece of paper so that I can see your work for those problems. For the first 10, there's not going to be any work. Those are just putting them in to the equation, so that shouldn't really be any work. But for the second 10, you're going to need to show me that what you see on the screen right now, that solving for the b and putting it back into the equation. So there will be a little bit of work left on this. Remember, this is only about an 11 or 12-minute video. The homework should take you anywhere from 15 to probably 45 minutes. Remember, your classes are asking that you do about a half an hour's worth of work a day. So that should equal hopefully a little bit less than that for you, because you know, I don't want to stick you with a ton of work. I hope you're having a good day. Let me know if you have any questions. If you do have questions, then catch me today or Thursday on my Zoom. That's where you're going to go to ask me questions. It's Tuesday from 3 to 4:30 or Thursday from 9:30 to 11. I'll be available on Zoom during those times. Or you can always email me a question and I'll get back to you. Hope you have a great day. Bye.